Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. In this episode, we are going to continue with our search for the murderer. Well, who's to say that there's one murderer? I would like to say that there's only one, but there might be a second, in suspicion that someone is utilizing Ibuki's illness to commit the first murder of Hiyoko. And maybe possibly, because they didn't really... Would it really count as them killing, the next person if Ibuki killed herself? Like, they got her to just follow the command? I wonder. Oh well, that's just something that I have to explore. And let's get right on into it. Okay. First things first, I gotta check out the storage room. That's where I left off. This door that says staff only. Looks like the inside of a storage room. Is a storage room. I might as well investigate in here, too. I mean, it's not like I haven't already looked in here before, but oh well. Oh god, Nagito. Alright, was there something here before? I feel like there was. And I'm still on the lookout for that last Monokuma thing, which I believe is going to be in Hiyoko's room, but who's to say it's not? Why are there... There are stickers on the shelves. Or on that tape, and one of the rolls has been unfurled. I mean, I already knew that it had been put up, but why? Why would they go to the trouble of decorating that, then? Or did Ibuki do it last night? I don't really remember, unfortunately. Not only has it been a day in-game from when it had happened, but it's also been a day since I last recorded, so... Oh, hell. Start with Nagito first, I guess. Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room, too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped-over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape hiding Hiyoko? That probably all came from this storage room. Okay, I thought so. I thought on the left side there was the stepladder, but I couldn't remember. Because it felt empty over there. There might be other things from this storage room that they might have used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Aw, I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
But...
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the... you don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy. And I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey.
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you, the motel. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. Oh, okay, you're going there first. Gotcha. Yeah, so are we gonna check out that film, or what? After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater. Or the burlap sack, or whatever the fuck it was. Hemp sack, right? Hemp bag. Movie theater. Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? Oh well, immediately start with the stickers. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed on here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. Feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to the last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? And the shelves. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper. It looks a little torn, but what does this mean? It was torn from before, but I don't know why. I don't know why... If it was placed before or after, that's what I'm failing to figure out is the issue. What could I possibly be looking at next? The instruments or the full-length mirror? I'll go with the instruments first and then the mirror. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there are also instruments and machines that I've never seen before. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. And the full-length mirror. You can see your whole body in the huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. To make sure that the person looks like Ibuki, I guess, maybe? I guess that's everything important to this storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue? Yeah. For now, at least. And I think that's everything here. Alright, with this we might be we might be close. Not we might be able to close. We might be close to finished investigating the music venue. I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. So can I do that right now? How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now?
To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death.
Gotcha. Okay, so that was the other... I don't know if it's purposeful, though. The issue is that, because of the pillars, I don't know if the pillars with the stickers on them, wallpaper/stickers on them, I don't know if they were set up by Ibuki originally. I feel like they were, but I don't know. Maybe my mind is just playing tricks on me.
I can't estimate the time of death.
Because of the heat? Is that possible?
If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death.
I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
But even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hyoko. Nope. There's blood on the stage that Ibuki would have walked through beforehand. Hyoko was already dead, and well, then Ibuki was hanged.
And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders.
Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings.
Was this in the song that Ibuki sang?
It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and
Okay.
video games, that you start to get annoyed by it.
How would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie.
That movie?
Good instincts.
Huh. Okay, so if I had just gone to see the movie, it would have been fine. Wahoo! Thank you, Hajime, for being fucking stupid.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people.
The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, If this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation.
Hold on a sec. What are you talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed?
Are you guys worried about there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I would have prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you've added another rule? Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blackened could be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings.
Wrong, because I'm highly suspecting that one of them could technically be a suicide. Could be argued as a suicide, or an accidental kill in a sickened state. And then forced to hang would be maybe the murder from the other person, so they would still be open for their second. So I don't know yet.
Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone else would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Huh? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that that 2 killers exist at the same time. But we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
We can only choose one based on a majority vote. The other person would certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up! It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey,
Meaning, 2 killers can exist at the same time. So, it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right? Wow. Alright, fine! That's right! There's always one killer at any given time!
At any given time, but does that still count at not trial/case? I need more descriptions. I don't know if that means at any given time there's only one killer, because maybe one of the killers is already dead. Wait a minute, yeah. With the first game, well, no, because technically one killer was killed by another killer, just like in the first game. Which, actually, is this following the first game too? Like the exact same? Yeah, maybe.
Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is! Man.
Wait, hold on. What was that last line? I should reread that. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Okay.
Man! I ended up giving you a huge hint! She made me say it!
Okay, so there is only one murderer then.
Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave.
You have a cave? I see. There's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. Okay, never mind. At the same time, I don't know. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep. That makes things a little easier.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Taste your powerlessness!
it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough.
You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation?
Could it be? You haven't seen it?
Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
so...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets.
Then the imitation is...
Good instinct.
Of course. It's an imitation of that movie.
Well,
Well, based on the murders of this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it.
As if they copied the movie? I see. Nagito mentioned something about that. Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater.
you...
I see. So you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts.
Looks like I need to do that.
Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time.
She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the hotel. Jesus, why'd I say it Mattel? There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Oh. Interesting. Just you two. Okay. Start with Mikan first.
It's very difficult to estimate the time of death. But it's not my fault. It's because the music venue is so hot.
I got that already. Calm down.
But if the killer was behind this, is there any real reason for them to cover up the time of death? As long as it's an imitation murder, there's no mistaking the order of the murders.
Not just that. I also witnessed it. Should be clear what order the... First was Ibuki, then Hyoko. This is the exact same thing. Even so, why? And Akane. And just a little bit more. And I'll be back to my old self. This ain't like me at all. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I can visit Hyoko's room first, because that is the only suspicion that I have for the third island of where that final Monokuma figure could be. No one's here. Third island, pretty please. Oh, hey. My, rabbit is alive now. Or hatched, whatever. Alright, motel time. And I get to access Hyoko's room. Hey, Gundam. And Fuyuhiko. I just remembered. I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. Thank you, Gundam. That's where you'll come in handy. It might be faster to just ask someone. Fuyuhiko first, and then Gundam.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime. Can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, you met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. I'm trying to wonder, is there a possibility that the murderer could have been able to leave and didn't join after? Like, they were able to place the drumstick between the doors, have leave, slide the drumstick, set it in, and have like the adhesive like stick out a little bit, and then just over time it closed. Maybe, I don't know. Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey.
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... oh wait, no, this is still Hajime. Didn't you hear me? A body was found!
Body? Ah!
Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all?
And besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monomi. I see. So, Kazuichi and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Yeah, which I'm suspicious of Kazuichi the most right now. You think those two are suspicious? Well, Hiyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but... While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. So you can adhere to an alibi? When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Wait, didn't Mikan say that they went together? Well, no, she did say that they had met up. Unless... Hold on. Truth bullets. Can I... Mikan's account. Okay. Right up until Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Okay, that's me. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Okay, so that's all that's really mentioned. Okay. Hey, did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No, we went to the movie theater, and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? That's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. Because it happened before! Dun dun dun! But the fact is, Hiyoko was killed. And we did discover her body.
huh?
What? You still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Obtain the Truth Bullet. Hiko's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. And Gundam. I should probably inspect this after just to see if this has been touched. Because who knows?
So you have...
You're here, right? Come on out.
Huh? Are you talking to me?
I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that?
Kazuichi, I guarantee. I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hiyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear.
I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Probably the exact same way. Alright, a rundown, rusted, and rotting car someone abandoned. Maybe it'll start up if I keep staring at it. It's like it's not a clue to the incident. Gotcha. Alright. That actually does help me, because that limits it. Is there only one thing to click on? Yeah, okay. Because this changed from motel to just Hiyoko's room. Dumbass! We have a key for a reason. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this? It opened. Just as I thought. This key was Hiyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. There's gonna be blood everywhere. Oh boy. Oh. What? So then why did Gundam tell me to... What? I thought he said prepare an extra set of underwear. So, Hiyoko was staying here? She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but... feel a little conflicted. Unless I access in the bathroom.
Oh my.
Huh? Did the door open?
How'd you get in? What? Did you lock the door behind you? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it.
I see.
What? Did something happen?
No, it is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault.
Her fault? What does she mean? Hold on, you gotta give me 1 second. I need to check up on something real quick. Sorry about that. I could hear noises coming from another room, and I didn't know what was the cause, so I needed to check. What all can I check? Okay, camera and then monitor, obviously. It's a surveillance camera. Beyond that, Monokuma is... it's the same ordeal. Yep, same as always. Monitor. Every time Monokuma shows up on these things, I get a chill. Okay, and Sonia next. Aha, you little fucker. That's where you are. Be very, very quiet. You know, I just went balls to the wall and almost clicked on the sink. Whew, that could have been really bad. But I'm at least using intuition as to where these locations could be. All right, Sonia, what's up?
The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room.
She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason.
Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
perhaps,
Her kimono.
Her kimono?
Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then, I saw it.
Oh, did she start to get sick too? Because she said that she learned how to tie it.
Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore.
I thought she learned how.
Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it.
See, that's the issue, is that I don't know if when she said that she learned how to do it, is if she meant that just Mahiru taught her how to do it, but she would still need Mahiru's help. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
you are right.
The others might not have thought it was, might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru.
Yeah, right there. Told me that she learned how to tie her sash.
That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics.
That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps,
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did.
What did you say? Would you like help?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
That would be why it was tied in the front. Maybe she's just inexperienced because it's supposed to be tied in the back. Yeah, maybe.
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
Sonia? Sonia? Do you know where that mirror is? The two prime suspects as of yet are Kazuichi and Sonia. If she directed her toward that mirror... I don't know.
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Fuck, she does know about it.
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful.
Yeah, so she did do it herself while she was looking at the mirror. And then she was slit while it was happening? Her throat was slit while it was happening, but then there would be a whole bunch of blood in there, right? That's what I would think.
Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Kyoko remembered that?
Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Kyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Yeah... I'm thinking that... Was she killed at the same time that Ibuki was being hanged? She had to have... No, duh. I've already mentioned it before. She was killed before Ibuki was hanged. So, why? The timing's weird. Who would have been able to set it up? Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation?
I never told this to anyone. And I do not believe anyone was listening in our conversation.
Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Maybe it was just an accidental kill. I don't know. Something's wrong. Sonia's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so bed and then sink is all I have left. The bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Yep. And sink. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty, and also broken. There's no way anyone can use this. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcibly abducted. I feel like I could already find an important clue. I couldn't really find an important clue. Oh well. That's that. Yeah, let's leave here for now. I'll go back to the hospital after. I think that'll be my last spot to check up on. The room with the black tarp on the window. Okay, Electric Avenue. Is there anybody here? I mean, there's so much shit to, like, shuffle through, so I doubt that Nagito would be able to decipher any clues from here, I think. Also, the game, since the game is allowing me, there's no clues here, so yeah. Movie theater, and before then, I just want to be vigilant of the pet this time. I want to see if I can keep one completely neutral or something. Alright, movie theater. Hey.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see.
I see. Then you really should watch that movie first.
Hey!
Hey! Manager! The customer's here!
Did you call me?
Yes? Did you call me?
What?
Huh? Hajime's the customer.
Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. You were so devoted to being a tsundere, you even bought Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker?
It's nothing.
Listen up.
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito?
Stop it! But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker.
See? It's this one! I'm sorry, I was born stupid.
You bought this? For $1.5 million?
But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie.
Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Okay, here you go. It already says it, so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time.
The Wizard of Monomi. Invitation ticket effective today on this date at this time. Okay.
By the way, I can only give away 1 ticket per person. You only have 1 chance to watch it for free.
Oh, it's stamped.
I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
The 13th. The 13th of any month at 10:04 a.m. Gotcha. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Okay.
Then I'll prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hajime. About that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe.
Huh? Why?
No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm.
Is it gonna be like the time because of like a third murder? Like Kazuichi's gonna kill himself? Or something like that? Movie's invitation ticket has been added to the Truth Below section of your handbook. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes preparations. Goods corner. I have not interacted with that, so let me... I guess Nagito and then goods corner. That should be right.
Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing. You paid $1.5 million for it, too.
Why do they have to continue to say it fully every time? Can't they just say,
You agreed to pay that much money for it, too.
but even you said you should have just settled it with money to get out of seeing that movie.
You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that.
I would have had to have bought that thing, you know? Just leave me alone. Alright, the goods corner. That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. This one. Looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi's face on it.
Ah, did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only 1 person can have it.
I wonder if we're gonna learn who got it. And who would want it? If the tote bag is gone, that means...
what's this?
Whoa there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
Stupid! There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that revealed who the killer is.
So the killer bought it?
Ah!
I remember you said that there was only one because it's a limited item, right?
It's not limited to 1. It's more like it's, limited to 1 person.
What's the difference?
When you buy 1 bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Okay, so we have to be on the lookout for someone who has a second bag. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Okay, so I'm thinking Kazuichi, again, would have the bag to carry the equipment. Monokuma's account has been added to the Truth Below section of your handbook.
Well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete. So please, enter the theater right away.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
This is exciting. Exciting!
Yeah, shut up. Alright. What's this theater? Okay, Regal. The fuck is that sound?
I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed. Yeah.
Now, Ben, please relax and enjoy the film.
I mean, this is kind of what this game is, because there is depth to a 2D game, but oh well. The Wizard of Monomi. 2.5D.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise, and was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change.
I wonder if those old people were Makoto and everybody, but the Yakuya, still young.
So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide,
Okay.
the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Okay, yep.
He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her.
And he made it back home?
With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
So there technically should be 4, right? So why does everybody suspect that there's going to be a third one? Shouldn't there be 4 based off this? Why'd they think... Why would they ever think that the order had to have been followed? Because there's still the arrow one that just got completely ignored. What the fuck? Okay. Why would they immediately jump to that conclusion? And also the one with the Tin Man, I wouldn't exactly call that a part of the imitation murder with slicing Hiyoko's neck.
Man, movies are the best! That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues.
That wasn't a drama.
1 for each head.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial. Goodbye, bye-bye.
I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. Me too, Hajime. Why do you have to say that? I could have gone my entire life not knowing that he has a head somewhere else. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. No, it is not, because I recently, not recently, I think a year and a half ago, I watched a movie that wasn't exactly a student film. It was basically a feature film that was made by a very, very amateur movie maker. And it was recorded by the people in my hometown. And oh boy, was it fucking rough. Like, camera angles sucked. The acting sucked. The director knew what he wanted to do. But he just did not have the manpower and the luxuries necessary to complete what he wanted to do. Jesus Christ, you could not tell some of the camera angles that were used. I guarantee that he was in charge of the cinematography as well. But good lord, was that bad. So this movie was fine in regards. And what makes matters even worse is that the mayor for my hometown declared that every year, that day that the movie was shown off would be known as the title of that movie, which made no sense, by the way. There was no call to the title at all. And, like, having to say the title in a movie is stupid. But at least having the ability to make a connection as to why something is called the title as it is. Say, like, the movie Tenet. I don't actually know if that's ever said at all, but the fact that the title is the same, is a palindrome, the same as it is, the same forward as it is backwards, that would make sense if it doesn't get mentioned at all in the movie. Like, it's just, oh, that movie was so rough to watch. And being into movies myself and acting, oh, I wanted to leave, but I felt so bad at the same time. But oh, Jesus. But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too. What? What? That's the one I was... That's the one I was supposed to make the connection of? I thought he was just... I thought they just went in a roundabout way. I didn't think that they were hung up on an actual tree. I just thought that the tree was supposed to be like, oh yeah, get around actually the killing or something like that. I don't know. Okay. It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer's upset about that right now, or if the killer's main goal is just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Ibuki might have been used as the first murderer, and then technically the first death of the movie. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to fix my hair, but I just can't get anything to work. So there might be a third one coming up. I don't know. The Wizard of Monomi has been added to the Truth Below section of your handbook. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. Alright, next up, the hospital. Central Island and hospital. Hospital. Why are you here, Kazuichi? Hey, Chiaki.
Well?
I feel like I haven't been in here in a while. Even though it's only really been a few days.
Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey!
Yeah, so... Yeah, I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Right!
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, it would be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too, right?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as a part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with a hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with a music venue camera can only be used on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate. So I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So, even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right. You did work on that. Can I look at the surveillance camera? If by any chance is another set, because I did see the I did see the equipment destroyed when I first got there, and the adhesive had to have been placed. Hyoko's body would have had to have been put up. The person was hiding in the no. Hyoko was already wrapped up. And they tore down the paper, revealing her. That's why it didn't take that long. Because that's why it would have taken too long. Because her body was already put up. Oh. So the person would have only had time to put the stick, or the drumstick, and the adhesive on. But I'm still unsure if that's how it worked, because I don't know how that's all set up. And maybe the broken pieces are red herrings, and they just brought the functioning ones upstairs. The surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime. There's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with his camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. That looks like a wooden floor, though. I caught a glimpse, and it looks like a wooden floor, but there's no speakers around. I don't know. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging there, like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. Not exactly, because Ibuki's hair, even with the bag when she was hiding, was down. And I don't think that it would have changed that much. My inflection in my voice changed for some odd reason. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation. She climbed that stepladder of her own free will. And then she grabbed that rope and... that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something, because the screen went dark all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Okay, so that's what I'm mostly uncertain of. I think the candle went out, but then the broadcast ended. I don't know. Oh, wait! Yeah, duh. Duh! I'm so stupid. Wait a minute, are you just going along with Sonia's murder? Because you're infatuated by her? Oh, shit. Yeah, two hemp bags, one was used for the video and one was already on her. Oh, good God. Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Yeah, so there had to have been two people. One to blow out the candle, and one who does the acting. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model.
Hold on.
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right?
Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try and stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
I'm still processing some other information. Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki?
There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
If so...
Well, if there's blood on the soles of her shoes, wouldn't there also be blood on the actual steps? I don't know. There were no other injuries except for her being hanged. I don't know. Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure out that so easily.
Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there.
I wonder what triggered her to think of that.
Oh, what the heck? She ran away all of a sudden.
She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? Surveillance monitor video has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Later, Kazuichi. Oh wait, there should still be things to investigate in the hospital. What? Kazuichi again? Or the notice? The bulletin? There's a paper on the bulletin board. Apparently it's a hospital notice. Hospital precautions. Eating and drinking is forbidden within the hospital building. If patients do not need to be accompanied overnight, stays by non-patients are expressly forbidden. Okay, so if this occurred in the middle of the night, so that means there's no one else than Mikan who could have been present? But no, when did she leave, though? And nobody really needed to be accompanied because Nagito was already making a recovery, right? I don't know. Overnight stays by non-patients are expressly forbidden. Apparently, only one person can accompany the infected thanks to Monokuma's selfish rule. Okay. Kazuichi Soda again. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video was filmed with the hospital monitor camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. Same thing. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. Yeah, upgraded that. What else could I look at? What the fuck? outside? There should still be things to investigate here. You mean the surveillance camera? Based on the surveillance camera video I saw, there's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own. If so, it'd mean Ibuki committed suicide. But is that really it? What the Okay, that's dumb. Hey, Akane. Interesting to see you here. Alright, but I'm leaving this episode here because it is an hour right now. So, thank you so much for coming out and seeing this episode. And hopefully you're looking forward to what's to come. Seeing us unravel more of the mystery of the murder. See what I did there? A lot of alliteration. I'm an idiot. Oh well. I'm leaving this episode here. Thank you so much. And have a nice day.